G'day everyone, it's our Birdie here for the first episode of season 2 of my Galatasaray save. Um, as you guys all know, as we left off, um, it we left off at the end of the last season, winning the treble, the league, of course, the Turkish Super League, and of course the big one, Champions League. So, what I'm going to do in this episode is I've actually played a couple of games already in this new season, but yeah, as you can see, but I'm just going to recap some of transfers and as well as some of the results I've had already, and of course the Champions League pools or groups. So well, I'll just get into it. So here's the fixtures, and it's been the start of the season has been inconsistently. It's been really inconsistent, as you can see, and I've actually been a bit disappointing. I went on a tour in Australia in 4 games, and we started off well, but we faded in the last 2 games, and yeah, I mean, it was pretty tough to watch. I actually don't play friendlies. I just let my assistants do it, and mainly is because I don't really take much into the friendlies. I just wanted to get game time and get back to match fitness. But these last 2 games have been, well, in Australia anyway, were a bit concerning. And then of course Samsung Sport. I mean, these are games that you got to be winning. I mean, it's no doubt about it. Samsung Sport. Of course, they're in the league below me, but yeah, they're at the bottom. So I should be really winning that game. But like I said, I'm more into the match fitness part of the game at the moment, friendlies. But the Super Copa, as you can see, we won. That's what I lost to Fenerbahce last year, so I added another trophy to the cabinet. It was a good game. Red card to Chunkai kind of changed the whole game a bit, but we were in possession well, and we got the big win. So yeah, that adds a trophy to the cabinet here at Galatasaray. But other than that, it's been pretty inconsistently. The first game against Karabukspor was extremely disappointing. I mean, concede and then a guy gets sent off, and yet we can't find a way to get a goal. I mean, something's got to be going up there. And we dominate the whole game. It's just we cannot find a goal, and that's a concerning part of it. And then the next game against Sivasspor on the road, we respond well and get a massive win. And not only that, the performance was just exceptional. We absolutely dominated, and we got a win. So so yeah, that's that. And of course, yeah. So it's been inconsistently to start the year, but I'm hoping, because I made a couple of transfers in the summer season, and the summer transfer window, pardon me. A couple of arrivals, a couple of departures, kind of maybe messing the flow of the team a bit. So I'm hoping that it's maybe that, or else I might have to do a new tactic. I don't know, but like I said, it's pretty early in the season, so I'm not really taking anything too seriously at the moment. But obviously, you want to get off to a good start, and there we are in the table. 7 points, 10. This team got promoted last year, and they're off to a good start. I believe it was them, Manisaspor and Kaiser or Esraspor, whatever you could say. They were the 3 promoted clubs. But yeah, I mean, it's 3 points below. Obviously, I want to be at least maybe 4-0 would be the best start. But we're still in there, and it's early, so we're gonna stick with it. Rules too as well. Last year for a prize win was, I think it was like 339k or something like that, but now it's down to 294, so a bit low. But I'm just going to continue to keep getting wins, get more money. Finances. I'm still paying these bank loans. Obviously, this one's the biggest killer. 1.3 mil per month. That ends in roughly about maybe 8-9 months. So that's going to be big. Want to get rid of that one. Other than that, the kits. I think I showed this in the last season. The kits has the sponsorship deals have gone up tremendously since I won the Champions League, and that's big because I'm making more money. And as you can see, projected balance 23.75 mil, which is big. I mean, want to continue winning money, so yeah, they have it. And now show the Champions League. It was it was pretty interesting. I mean, 3 Turkish clubs were in the Champions League this year: Besiktas, Marseille, and Fenerbahce. As you can see, the groups: Liverpool, Copenhagen, Inter, Besiktas. That's actually a pretty interesting group. This one I think is the group of death: Porto, Wolfsburg, City, PSG. There's Fenerbahce with Bayern. This one's probably maybe one of the weaker groups, although you got Barcelona in there. And there's my group. Myself, Genk, AC, and Celtic. Again, it's also maybe one of the weaker groups, but I'll take it. I mean, this is what I was like, and I was actually in the first pot in for Champions League. So but I'm liking that group. I feel as I went into the Champions League last year was with Barcelona or Bayern and Valencia. I was hoping maybe to finish maybe second or third, but this time I can possibly finish first. I mean, AC is a good club, and I have a bit of history with Celtic from last year's Champions League and Genk. They're a solid Belgium side, but as a group as a whole, if you first look at it, it could be a bit of a weaker group than the rest. This one's a pretty tough group as well. Stoa, other than Stoa, although Stoa can maybe surprise, you got 3 solid clubs there. And look at that, my favourite club, Everton, in the Champions League, and that's from maybe a group of death as well. So. And then, of course, Leverkusen, Lyon, with Group H. So those are the groups in the Champions League. Obviously, I'm going to try and maybe do a repeat. I don't know. Can be very tough. Obviously, I was really surprised I won it last year, but try and win it again this year. And so now I'll go over my summer transfers. These are, of course, regions. I made quite a few big moves. I had about 16 million in spending. I'll go over the guys I brought in. He was a region, of course, from last year. The first big signing I did was Gorkan Toure, and this guy, which as you can see, 50 million is quite hefty. I actually did a 7.5 initial fee and then 7.5 over 4 months or over 48 months. And again, it's a pretty hefty price tag, but he's been pretty solid in the games he started. I mean, he got his first goal was in that where is it? The Super Copa. He got it there, first goal, and then against Sivasspor, I believe he got a goal. Yeah, there it is. So he's getting the goals, and he's got 2 goals in a couple of appearances. So that's big. But again, it's a pretty hefty price tag. Obviously, his mental aspects of his game are a bit low at the moment. But I'm hoping he's only 21 years of age, so I'm hoping that he could maybe get better. But he's got great physical. So yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be pretty good. Obviously, 15 million, like I said, is a bit hefty, but we'll see what happens. But right now, he's turning out to be a good bargain. Well, not a good bargain, but a good pickup. My second signing was from Galatasaray. How you could say it again, 6.75 mil. He's a center defender, and again, he's pretty good. I mean, last year with Glenn Trebiji, he was one of their better defenders, and obviously 6.75 is a bit hefty, like I said. Again, is a bit hefty for a player of his caliber, but at the time I felt like I needed. He's only 24. He's going to be in his. He's not even in his prime yet for a central defender. So I feel like he's going to get he's got a big upside. His physical, even his mental attributes are pretty good. Except, yeah, so his composure is a bit low, but obviously you don't really need that with a defender, pretty much. And of course, key areas of marking, heading is the huge part. So, and he's got a goal already in appearance. So yeah, he actually scored, I think, the first goal ever for me. He was in that game against Bursaspor. But again, 6.75, bit hefty, but yeah, it's going to be a tremendous upside pick. And the last one I did was both frees of Claudio Pizarro and Colo Torre. Colo Torre was mainly because I wanted insurance on the back end, but he's slowly getting a lot of stats. And he's only on 18k per week, so that's huge. When I initially offered them deals, both these guys, both Torre and Claudio Pizarro, they both wanted around 68 to or 65,000 to 70,000 per week, but I said no way in hell. So I actually offered them 4 week trials, and after the trial, they actually took it down. So yeah, he's actually been injured a lot at the start of the year. Pizarro had a pretty serious injury at the start of the season. Sprained ankle, was out 4 weeks. So yeah, that was that. Those are the guys I brought in. Obviously, 22 mil was a lot. A lot of dead weight here's the guys that I left out. A lot of dead weight players. A couple loans. Emmanuel Coolio. He was on loan last year with Merson, which was pretty good. 15 goals as well for a guy like him. But I decided I didn't really want to keep him, mainly because he's a form player, and I'd rather have brought in a better form player, which was, I think, for a spot that I needed, which was Colo Torre. So 1.1's not bad. Also, some other guys, mainly all these guys were just dead weight. Kazim, they call him, was on loan at Blackburn. I was actually a bit disappointed they only got 1.2 mil for him, but yeah, I mean, again, he was a guy that I didn't really want. He wasn't going to get much playing time here. Obviously, the stats and the physical stats is really good, but just, I wasn't really too keen on keeping him. And the big one was Eric Sviatchenko. This guy I actually signed last year with a young player. He's 21, and he was already at 3.1 mil. I bought him for 750k from Midtjylland in Denmark, and I sent him on loan to Feyenoord, which he's obviously he's having some troubles there. 6.5 or 6.58 average rating at the moment, but I'm hoping that it's good, mainly because Feyenoord, Michael van Basten, he's got the young one, so felt the option was good there. Actually had some numerous other offers as well, but I thought Feyenoord was better, plus 60k a month. Another foreign player I decided to let go. Went to Valencia. Valencia wanted him. I wasn't really keen on playing him this year. Yeah, I mean, got 20 appearances for that money. I guess he was alright. He was a good insurance on my left back. Some more loans to young players. Bergildes, Ismail Unal, not really too keen on those guys. And just more dead weight. This is my region, and I've sent him out to Kayserispor, and already he seems to be the real deal. I was debating whether to keep him around my club or else give him some first team action, but seems to be he's on the way. So send him out on loan for a year there at Kayserispor, and because that Fatih Terim is their manager, which of course in real life is the Galatasaray manager. So I was really happy that I wanted to send him there, because look at that, good with young kids, and motivation, discipline, determination, all great. So so that was that. One of my other foreign players, Rilwan Hassan, I bought a course last year at from Midtjylland again. A bit of a golden area for some players. sent him on loan to Lyon, which is a good play as well. I got it for 850k, and look already 4.2. He hasn't. He's gotten some 4 starts already. So, and they promised they'd give him some good time football. Regular, regular playing time. So, and of course, I felt that the manager was pretty good. Obviously, 13. But other than that, it was pretty good. So I'm hoping that he gets a lot more playing time. And Aydin Yilmaz, I actually placed this guy on the transfer list. In the past, I only sent a loan, which I counted with potential to buy him at 1 mil after the loan deal's done. So I'm hoping that he goes there because I really want him. And of course, this was on transfer deadline day, as I guess Yilmaz was as well. Fenerbahce buying Yelkin Ayin. This guy, of course, I bought last year. He's got a good average rating, but the main reason was his contract expired this year, and he wasn't willing to sign, mainly because you look at it, it's 31 years of age, which is a prime, but I had the option. I wanted to have myself the option of either keeping him or Gorkazan, which I decided to keep, mainly because I felt that Gorkazan is he's been at this club longer, and he had a great year last year. So I'm hoping he hasn't had any appearances yet, but I'm hoping to put him in there pretty soon. But other than that, I just felt that I wanted to keep Gorkazan more. Plus, that guy was able to bring me more in a transfer bid. So that was that. That's the transfers. And 22 to only 6.5, so I didn't make much. I actually lost quite a bit, but still got a couple to maneuver around. And yeah, so 6 mil in the transfer. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. With Felipe Melo, I actually ended that loan deal with him, because of course I had the option of signing him for 5.75, which of course Felipe Melo was he was good for me in the time, but his discipline was just terrible. He was getting a lot of cards and a lot of send-offs. So look at that, Kiev, Torino. So where are they? Yeah, where is on from Juventus? I think he was Felipe Melo. But yeah, I mean, he got too many cards for my liking. So Gabriel Dias. I thought it was Juventus. Felipe Melo. Unless they sent him out on loan again, but pretty sure it was Juventus. Let's see, but again, yeah, you just got too many cards, and yeah, I mean, I just felt like I wanted to bring in a different foreign player as well. So yeah, I mean, that was okay. Bugger that. I'm not gonna search for him. So yeah, that was pretty much all the transfers there. I'm hoping that these regions come in pretty soon. This guy's gonna be a beast for me, I think. But yeah, there's the transfers. Obviously, it's been pretty good compared to last year. Obviously, made a lot more profit. But again, that's it. So Danny Nunku, see how he's doing at Reading here. 15 appearances, 2 appearances, so not too bad. But yeah, so there you have it. We're in a bit of a tie race, inconsistent form at the start of the year. So I'm hoping that I'm get back into it. I mean, at the start of the year, Barak Yilmaz, he started off really slow, his form, but he's actually starting to get his mojo going. I actually placed him in the reserves because his confidence was down the drain. So I placed him in the reserves to get some better playing time. And yeah, I mean, UEFA qualifying, he's doing good for them. But after he got a goal in the reserve spot, he got himself going again. So hopefully that, because I was playing on one striker for a bit there while Serkan Yildirim. I was debating whether to send him on loan, but I felt that I might need to have an insurance striker, because Pizarro and Drogba, they're just coming off injuries, so definitely need to get them back to match fitness. But other than that, I mean, these are my defenders: Torre, Zan, Demir, Semikaya. This guy's he's 22 years of age. Last year his value was about 5.5 mil. Now he's at 9.25 mil. So yeah, he's going to be. I'm expecting to probably get a lot of offers for him pretty soon, because he's turning into a really good player. But other than that, I mean, we're still doing the same tactics. That's my defended one, Champions League one, 4-2-3-1, and I haven't had much time to play with this one. Because I like this one a lot. But other than that, it's been pretty straightforward. Show the Champions League sked. I got AC Milan first up, then Genk, then Celtic. This one's going to be a tough one. AC Milan, of course, on the road. So yeah, it's going to be tough. So there it is. I mean, it's been an inconsistent bit of form to start the year, and I'm hoping it's because a couple of few new faces are in. And of course, as you can see, Wesley Sneijder. I'll just say here, Wesley Sneijder. He's going to be out 6 to 7 weeks. 29 years of age for Wesley Sneijder. This is the second biggest big injury I've had with him at this club, and I mean, he's 29 years of age, and I'm starting to question now. 115k per week, 115,000k per week. I'm starting to wonder if I should maybe try and sell him, because the injuries are just brutal, and obviously his form hasn't been the best for a star player of his caliber. Look at that. Look at that cup game. This is brutal, absolutely brutal for a player of his caliber. I mean, he's great last year. So again, I'm just that's just a question at the moment. But yeah, it's 29 years. He's not getting any younger, and right now his value is pretty high. So it's in my question. I don't know if we're going to do it yet or not. But, we'll see. But other than that, it's like I'm tutoring someone. That's good. But yeah, so other than that, it's been a pretty slow start to start the year. And I'm hoping that we could get ourselves together here and play some regular good football like last year. So you look at my position for myself from last year to this year. What is it? September 14th. Let's see here from last year. September 14th. I mean, that was our form from last year to this year. So a lot different, obviously, but there's a lot less games as well. So yeah, so there we have it. I'm gonna try and get myself turned around and get ourselves playing good football. I'll just check here some of the other big transfers around the world for other people. I actually haven't seen this either. So in Europe, Henrik Mkhitaryan going to Chelsea. That'll turn out. Couple of big faces, names there. Christophe Jallet. This is a guy I've actually kind of liked. PSG. Omar Damari. He just got transferred, I think, to Sunderland last year, didn't he? From Maccabi Haifa or Tel Aviv. Yeah, that's 17 goals. This is a guy I'm actually trying to get, but couldn't get a bloody work permit. Not too many other big names. Michael Dawson. Check here at some England ones here. In City. Kaka. 2014. Douglas. Marilyn Pranich. From Roma. Man City. Didi from Vasco. Who's this guy? Probably a Brazilian, obviously. Free from Douglas. It's free. 21. Look at that. He's a free and he's got 4. Any other good? Coloratore. Roque Santa Cruz. Is he still a free player? He's in the MLS now. Wayne Bridge. Derby. Sometimes I like going through these big clubs because they release a lot of players, and that's where I looked how I got Coloratore as well as Claudio Pizarro. Let's look at Man U. I wonder if they released, or actually Chelsea. See if they released any good players here. Wallace. Kevin Krublich from Dortmund. It's actually a pretty good pickup. Yeah, no one really too big there. John Obi Mikel. Didn't really sell anyone except Kevin De Bruyne. Gael Kakuta. From on a free. Which I might get a scouting report loan. But yeah, so other than that, again, it's inconsistent. And we got some big champions games coming up here. Without Schneider for a bit. So for the next episode, maybe I'll try and get to this game against Celtic. So we'll do that. Or else maybe the next one against AC Milan. We'll see. Whichever one it is. But other than that, there's the form so far this year. It's not looking good. I'm still at secure at the moment, but so yeah. So other than that, again, we'll get to maybe Celtic or AC Milan, whichever, for the next episode. And so again, like, subscribe, and again, hope you guys are all enjoying it. And again, cheers for watching.